so Mandy's a Geek, as the title says, and this is my comic haul review. So in the UK there's been quite a few postal strikes, so a lot of deliveries was expected to be delayed. So I've received a few parcels what normally I should have got about a week ago, of new comics, or newish comics now. So I've read through them all and I'm going to give you my opinion of them. So the first one is Dark Ride, and that's by Joshua Williamson and Andre Bresson. And they did Birthright. It's from Image Comics. It's $3.99 cardstock cover, and you get a lot of story pages. It's about 33 story pages. It could be even 40 story pages. Very high quality paper. The artwork is really, really good. I highly recommend this comic. This is one of my favourites what I've read this week. Really excellent artwork, great storyline. It's basically saying, what if Walt Disney, instead of creating Disneyland, he created I think what's it called? It's called, bear with me, as you can see I'm prepared as normal. Anyway, he's created. They've created like this. It's basically the comic's called Dark Ride, and basically it's like, instead of doing like Disneyland, which is all wholesome, why not do a theme park based on horror, which is what this is. And that's all I'll say on it. You need to read it because it's so good. Even there's a lot of pages, and there's quite a bit of writing in it, because you get so involved in it. I mean, look at the artwork; it's just gorgeous. Get so involved in the characters, and the last page is like, oh my god. I didn't expect that to happen. I thought it was the main character, but that's all I'll say. Get it, well worth reading. I think you still could get copies. So that's Dark Ride, one of my favourites of the week, what I've read. And then this was a Comixology original, the digital format comics for a while, from Scott Snyder and Francesco Francavilla, who's one of my favourite artists, and that's Night of the Ghoul. And again, I tell you what, the independents at the moment are smashing it for giving you value for your money. It's $4.99, but there's over 50 pages of story in here. So they basically compiled two of the digital issues into one big comic. And like I said, it's got Francavella's artwork, who's just a genius when it comes to doing atmospheric, noirish and horror style comics. And it's got Scott Snyder's even. Excellent writing style. I'm loving what he's doing with Comixology. He's bringing out some of his strongest storytelling skills with this. But yeah, again, $4.99, good quality paper, over 50 story pages. The story is very, very good. I'm so jaded with a lot of superhero comics now, so I'm looking for things just to make me like comics again. And these are ticking all the boxes. I'm finding my groove again. Get my mojo back, my comic mojo. And anything from Scott Snyder and his Comixology range from Dark Horse, always worth getting. So yeah, that's another top read of the week. And I've got one Marvel comic, Miracle Man Zero. This is like a taster for the new series which is coming out, which is the reprinting of is it the Silver Age? Because I've got the Golden Age book, Silver Age by Neil Gaiman, which was never completed back in the 80s, early 90s, I'd like to say, by him and Mark Buckingham. So I think they're kind of rejigging the first few issues and then doing fresh content as well. But yeah, it's good. It's okay. It's not the main story. It's just a nice appetizer for when the main story starts in a 2 weeks' time. I think, or it's either this week or next week it comes out. But it's got some really good artwork in it. And there's about 40 plus pages, story pages. Great Alan Davis cover. So the people who are involved in this are Neil Gaiman, Mark Buckingham do the like a prelude to it. And then there's a shorts by Ryan Segman doing the writing as well. At first I thought part of that was done by Joe Quesada, very similar style to Joe Quesada's artwork on that. And then there's a little advert by Tara Timperton doing like an animated version. Mike Carey does a story featuring the what are they called now? Warp Smiths with Paul Davison on the artwork, which was quite a cool little story. Komodo's Miracle by Peach Momoko, which was nice, kind of like a Japanese horror one. There's some shorts by Tara Timperton, done like your Sunday shorts. And then there's a really nice story with amazing artwork by Lionel Francis, written by Jason Aaron. So yeah, I enjoyed it, which is unusual for me because I hate Marvel at the moment. I've stopped buying any Marvel apart from this. This is the only comic I'm getting at the moment. The only one I am going to get in a few weeks' time is the new Fantastic Four, and see what that's like, because that's my favourite superhero family team. But yeah, it's got me looking forward to it. And what I don't get is they've managed to do this really nice, good quality paper. The cover's nice and sturdy. The paper inside, the quality is really nice and thick. Why can't they do this for the normal comics? That's what's made me stop buying Marvel. They just rip people off, and the stories are so average now. Yeah, over them, really over them. So my next one is one that I sang the praise of the past 2 issues, and that's Sword of Azrael by Dan Watters. And don't ask me to pronounce the artist's name, but it's that anyway. Yeah, going from strength to strength, artwork is still as great as ever. One of my favourite Bat Family titles, this. I hope they make another series or decide that it should be a regular ongoing series, because it's really good. And then I've got Absolution by Mike Deodato Jr. and Pete Milligan from my favourite comic company, AWA. Though IDW with the originals, they're coming up as one of my favourites now as well. But yeah, nothing more to say. I said it last time. It's a good, fun, futuristic take on how reality TV would be taken to the extreme, where they actually use criminals for their entertainment. And yeah, such a good comic. One of my favourite reads of this year. And then my favourite comic of the week is, again, cardstock cover. Again, 33 story pages and extras as well. Junkyard Joe by Jeff Johns and Gary Frank and Brad Anderson, and it's $4.99, like I said, but it's thick and it's so good quality, and the artwork is just fantastic. Let me just get that. They've both upped the game on this. It's a great take on the Vietnam War. I like how they've managed to give like a superhero slant to it, but in a very natural way, and it's just great. I read it. I want to read the next issue. That's how good it is. I've got to be jaded with Jeff Johns recently, but he's back on track with this. Very, very good. Comic of the week, if not one of the comics of the year. And then we got issue 5 of Duo. This is the Earthbound, which is part of the Milestone universe, by Greg Pak and Koi Pam on the artwork. Good, very, very good comic. All the Milestone comics are great. If you're not reading Milestone, you need to. They're the only superhero universe that are doing anything that's original and fun. But yeah, it's continuing being great. It's basically about this guy and his wife who have this accident with nanites. Her body gets disintegrated, but her consciousness goes into his body, so like wrestling control of his body, and other things happen. And it's so good. Excellent comic. And then Basilisk finished by Cullen Bunn and Jonas Scarf. I'd say it's a satisfying ending. I hope they do a volume 2, because they could do. They've left the groundwork there. But yeah, it's a fun, good read. I'm not going to open it up because I showed you these last time. But yeah, still enjoyable. And then we've got Year Zero, but Volume 0. This is like at the start of the outbreak. If you remember, I did like a review of Year 0, 1 and 2 in graphic novel form by Benjamin Percy. And this time though, it's written by Daniel Kraus, who did the zombie book with George Romero. He took it over when he passed away. So yeah, he's got a good pedigree for doing zombie stories, and it's very, very good. It's AWA, it's always good. And then continuing on with Batman, by Chip Zdarsky, Jorge Jimenez. I've ruined that. Yeah, it's okay, but I'm enjoying Detective more. That is my kind of Batman. I like Batman when it's not too superhero-y, not too elevated, like with sci-fi elements and things like that, which that one is. I like my Batman to be a bit more grounded, or have a slight horror sense, which is what I love with what Ram V's doing in Detective, which you need to buy. It's such a good comic. But it's good. It's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to stop it. I'm enjoying it. And hopefully he'll do a story what I really enjoy. And then my turd of the week. This is so bad. Aftershocker, a shocking company. Aftershocker, a shocking company. Hey, that's original. But Aftershock starts off so strong. The only one of those that I like this year has been is it Shaggy Dog? The one that I did a while a few months back about this dog who's like a samurai. But the cover, brilliant. When I saw the cover, yeah, I've got to get that. So I ordered it blind. The artwork is not like the cover. Oh, it is shocking. It's that kind of artwork when it throws you out to the story, what story there is, because the characters all blend into one another. There's even one page where the talks to one person, and he gets attacked. I didn't even realise he got attacked until the dialogue member realised he was being attacked. But his face looked completely different. It's just clunky. The dialogue's by Richard Dinnick, who's a TV writer. I think sometimes they think they can write comics when they can write for TV. It's a whole different ballgame. It's not verbose. It's just badly, clunkily written. It's like it's just plucked elements like it's got shades of Neverwhere in it. It's got shades of the Morlocks from the X-Men, and then it's got a giant robot for no reason. Oh, and the dialogue. They've done it in English. He's an English writer, but it's more like you want proof. Oh, it's bad. It's the worst comic I've read all year, if not for the past 5 years. And unfortunately, I've got another one coming. That's probably when you advance order. I just want to. There's a really, really bad. Like I said, it's like just throw things into the story and just think, oh, that looks cool, do that, but it doesn't look cool even. Yeah, here we go. Suddenly a robot appears. And this character here, he's the brother, I think, of the girl who's the main protagonist. The robot goes, "I am Vim," and the lad goes, "Oh my days, a robot." Oh, it's bad. Avoid this book. Trees have died for this comic. They should be arrested for making this comic. It is dire. It makes Rob Liefeld look like Shakespeare. Do not buy this comic. So yeah. So in conclusion, total shit. Turd of the week. I wouldn't give this to my worst enemy. It's that bad. It's awful. Do not buy. Burn. If you see it, run away. My book of the week, if not the book of the year, or one of them, Junkyard Joe. So good. If you're sleeping on this, buy it. Seriously, what you need to do is, if you're buying Marvel, stop all your Marvel and look and see what other publishers are doing if you're on a budget, because there's far better stuff out there. Just don't get stuff because it's a legacy character or you like the idea, and don't make excuses for bad writing and bad art. Speak with your pocket so that comic companies will listen. But yeah, that's me again. Marvel, because hey, my hair's behaved today. Hey. So yeah, that's it. I'll be doing another video hopefully in the next few days. Most likely be my review of Devil in War, Vampire Detective, whatever he is, and my Judge Hershey graphic novel review as well. 2 excellent books. Can't wait to read them. And the artwork in them is fantastic. So that'll be coming shortly. And then after as well, I'll be doing an overview of Dark Spaces Wildfire, which is an IDW Originals series by Scott Snyder, and it's so good. So that'll be one to look forward to as well. So that's it. If you've not, like, subscribe, and leave positive comments. And only leave comments that are edifying. Don't put anything on that's abusive, because I'll just block you and report you. Yeah, so sorry it's been so long, but I've had a chest infection and it wasn't pretty. Still not right, but getting there. So yeah, that's it. Chat to you soon. Bye.